A tough problem depending on how you look at it, but it definitely does a good job of illustrating one of my other favorite strategies is working backwards. And what that really means is if you can ever use the answer choices to your advantage, try doing so. So see how the question over here is saying how old is Ariel now? And Ariel either has to be 6 years, 12 years, 16 years, or 24 years old. It has to be one of these four answers. So if you're stuck on this question, see how you can use the answer choices to your advantage. And I'll show you how. So let's start. I'm going to pick a random number here. I'm going to pick something in the middle. I'll pick B12. I'll for a second pretend as if Ariel is 12 because that's what answer choice B implies, right? So let's say Ariel is 12. Now let's figure out what the other points the problem tells me. It tells me that Bianca is 1/4 as old as Ariel. So let's stop there for a second. So how old is Bianca? Bianca is 1/4 as old as Ariel. So 1/4 of 12 is 3. So that means Bianca is 3. And it's saying Bianca is 1/4 as old as Ariel and half as old as Frankie. So Bianca is half as old as Frankie. And I'm going to say that one more time. Bianca is half as old as Frankie is. So whatever Frankie's age is, half of that is Bianca's age. So that means Frankie must be 6 because half of that is Bianca's age. Then it tells me the average of the three ages is 14. Now, we know all the ages, right? For all the three people, Ariel is 12, Bianca is 3, and Frankie is 6. Let's figure out the average of these three numbers. 12 plus 3 is 15. 15 plus 6 is 21. And then 21 divided by 3 is 7. So the average here is 7. But the average that I'm looking for is 14. So that's why B is not going to be my answer. Now, see how the average here was 7? I'm looking for an average of 14. That kind of hints that the answer could possibly be double that number. But let's just test it out. So for that reason, I'm going to skip C for now, just because that's the assumption that I've made. So let's go to 24. So now we know that Ariel, now we're saying that Ariel is 24, because that's what answer choice D is. Now let's figure out how old Bianca will be. Bianca, remember, is 1/4 as old as Ariel. So 1/4 of 24 is 6. 1/4 off just means multiply 24, and that's 6. And then Frankie, lastly, it's saying Bianca is half as old as Frankie. So Frankie must be 12. Now let's figure out the average here. 24 plus 6 is 30. 30 plus 12 is 42. And then 42 divided by 3 is 14. So that gave me the average that I was looking for. And that tells me that Ariel must be 24 years old. Now try your best. If you ever get stuck, see if there's other ways to get around that problem. And a lot of the times, if the problem is saying where you can use the answer choices to your advantage, do so. So in this problem, the problem was saying how old is Ariel now. It either had to be 6, 12, 16, or 24. So if I'm stuck, I'm going to use those answer choices to try to get around the problem.